Oh. Hello and welcome to another Monday morning musing. It's a bright and sunny but cold morning here in Manchester, although apparently it's going to get a bit tropical by the end of the week, as if that's a good thing. Anyway, right then, so what's been happening? Well, as we all know, last week saw the release, well, a week ago last week, saw the release of Space Hulk, and on Saturday it was available in stores. So here's a quick little snippet on the availability in stores and my experience. Okay, it's Saturday morning and we went to Manchester and we were sitting having a coffee in Waterstones, and Mrs Simpkins turned up with a bag, and apparently here's the bag. There you go, Adeptus Mechanicum bag, very big, very heavy, and inside Space Hulk. I'm well excited. So there you go, there's Space Hulk on Saturday morning. It is weighs a ton, absolute ton. So I'm going to have a look at it now and decide whether or not I shall do an unboxing. I don't know, whether just talk about it in the rest of the musing. Right, well, I'm stunned. So as you would have heard in that, I said I might do an unboxing or I might just carry on with the muse. Well, obviously I've just carried on with the muse. There's a reason why I'm not going to do an unboxing. I don't think there's any point. Obviously it was a limited run and people have bought it, and if you bought it you can unbox it yourself. If you haven't bought it, then you can't unbox it because you can't get it anymore. So, and I'm sure loads of people are going to do unboxings and say, yeah guys, this is what you could have won, but I don't think there's any point in doing that, so I won't be doing it. What I will do is I'll be painting it up a bit, but you know, and doing the bits and pieces, although I'm not too keen on the basing on these things on it. I will, okay, I'll just tell you what my view on this. I don't like these diorama set miniatures, and I also don't like the bases in this set. There's a rule in it that says that the miniature has to be facing forward. Now, a lot of the Space Marine miniatures are at angles and things, and the heads are turned, but the face has to be pointing down the corridor that they're firing on. Yet they put them on these stupid bases, like pre-moulded bases. I think they should have put, if they're going to make little diorama bases, then they should have made little square bases the same size as the cubes, with the arrows on to say which is the forward facing thing. Just my view. And the gene stealers and stuff hanging on all these things and leaping off stuff, it may look visually nice and it may be nice to paint up, but it doesn't float my boat. So yeah, the main thing for me getting it was the fact that it's the rule mechanics and the boards and stuff. I'll probably use my old miniatures in it, but there you go, we'll see, won't we? I'll paint them up, don't get me wrong, I'll use the miniatures in there, but I had to hunt through and I found some old gene stealers as well, so from the original Space Hulk. They were round bases, but anyway, there you go. I'm digressing now, as I often do. So I won't be doing an unboxing. Doesn't seem any point in doing an unboxing. This doesn't take away from the fact of my views about Games Workshop and this this whole limited pre-order middle of the month bullshit. I still think that they should run these pre-orders for a month to give everybody a chance, find out how many they've got to make. They can quite easily, do you know what I mean, start processing pre-orders as they come in, so you know, when we get to the next batch of 1,000 we'll do a run, or what it is, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the mechanics of this. I don't run a massive model production company, so I don't know how it works, but the point is that I'm sure there are better ways of doing it, and they could easily make sure that everybody that wants a copy of one of these games, whether it be Blood Bowl, whether it be Gorka Morka or some of the others, do you know what I mean? They could quite easily do it. Anyway, I do think that there was something else I was going to say, and it's completely emptied from my head when I was trying to think about the name for Gorka Morka. Oh yes, it was just a comment on how they did this thing, and I found it very, very irritating, the fact that they'd made this big thing about this online limited, and on the following Monday announced that it's going to be available in the stores. So there you go. I just don't. I don't like all this secrecy and whatever. It doesn't help people whom have budgets and need to be able to plan major purchases. They can't. You can't sort of say. You can't. Announce something's coming out for a limited time, and then to me it makes it an exclusive thing, and it just panders to the profiteers on eBay who want to buy, who can afford to go out and buy 3 copies and then flog them at extortionate prices on eBay. It's just not fair. But do you know what I mean? You can't change the world like that, can you? As I've found out by my petition, because nobody bothers to sign it, do they? They all jump up and down and shout about it, but they don't actually take any action. Anyway, last week you'll have seen I got a couple of 3 care packages. One off Jason Pryor, one off Pete, and one off Graham Collin. I'll put links into all their channels. So big thanks to them. It's brilliant. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Here is, as I said in the video with Pete's and Graham's stuff, with I think it was in Paint on a Day Part 2 last week. There he is. I've painted him up. He's the the noble from Warhammer Quest. He's a bit of a test paint, to be honest. I wanted to have a look at what he looked like. Done quickly with base coats, rough highlights, and then dipped. And he's turned out alright. Do you know what I mean? I'm not disappointed. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. Next up, oh yes, Warboss Tay. Thank you very much, Tay. Much appreciate your appreciation video. If you're not seeing that, I'll put a link into that as well. Basically what happened was, he was during the July challenge, there was a question on what if GW were going to make a miniature of you, what would you want it to be? And I said, I sound like Reef there, coughing every 2 minutes. I said I wanted to be a Empire engineer with a very long gun, big flouncy hat, and a bit massive cape. So he's made him for me. Well, not for me, but he's made the that miniature come to life, and he's done a conversion. So at the moment he's just built it and painted it yet. So I assume we'll see an updated version of him painted. But yeah, it's dead cool. Really honoured. Thank you very much. That's yeah. Didn't expect it, but there you go. He's done it. So wonderful, wonderful. I think that rounds up my oh, I've got reflux disease. I think that does round up my thanks for everybody and updates on stuff that's happened. So now I'll have a look at stuff that will happen, or could happen, or may happen, or I dream will happen but probably never will, if you know what I mean. Autumn programming. I have my link list here, and it says that autumn programming. I think what I'm trying to say there is what we're going to be doing. Well, last week obviously I got all this stuff. I know I've got all the stuff off people earlier in the year to do with Warhammer, and since then I've not done much Warhammer. If you see what I mean, I've done a lot of ancients and historic miniatures, and I've done a lot of, obviously recently since the beginning of August you've been seeing the Napoleonic stuff, and like I say, I've got all this stuff, and I thought, well, I do actually really need to start getting some of it done, because I need to get a decent Warhammer army, not the Empire, because I can't use my Empire at Warhammer World, because most of it isn't GW. But the two armies that I have got a lot of GW stuff for are the Skaven and the Dwarf army. Graham sent me all that Dwarf stuff, all that Dwarf artillery. And that's what my Dwarf army's missing, is artillery. So I think I'll start with some Dwarves, and I like painting Dwarves. Dwarves are ace to paint. So I'm going to be doing some Dwarves. I'm going to start off with this stone thrower. Once I can work out how to put it together. Oh dear, I tell you what, in the old days, the metal kits, and they come in the blisters, and there was no way you couldn't work out how to, well, basically it took you a day to just work out to stick the damn thing together. Many moons ago, they used to publish the little schematic diagrams of everything when it was released in White Dwarf, but I didn't think they did that. I haven't done that for a while. Well, they don't produce White Dwarf anymore, do they? Well, not proper White Dwarf. So yeah, so I'll have a go at that first, and I've also got, obviously I've got the Space Hulk stuff to do, but I've also got this 40k game coming up with my eldest, so I need to get cracking on a few miniatures of that, and I'm being bullied by my wife, saying, you need to get on with it, he's expecting you, so I'll have to get on with that. So what I was thinking of doing was reorganising my painting schedule, saying like, well, what I'm going to do is maybe 1 or 2 days in a week I'm going to do Napoleonic painting, then I'm going to do maybe a day of 40k, then a day of fantasy, and another couple of days I'm in Napoleonics, then, and break it up like that. It helps me because I can't I find it difficult to paint the same thing all the time. I need to break it up a bit. So hopefully that'll mean that I'll be very productive every day. May mean that I get absolutely nothing done, but I'm going to give it a go and see how it goes for a few weeks, and see if I can sort of get myself to do that, because it would be useful, and I'll probably get a lot more done. Because what I tend to do, if I'm doing the same stuff all the time, I do a little bit every day. It takes ages, whereas if I know, well, I've got to get this done today, I'm going to get these done today, so I'm going to do those, I'm going to get to this stage, I'm going to get to this stage, then I'm going to do some 40k, then I'm going to do some fantasy. It may help, I don't know, but we can but try and see how we get on. So there you go, that's what I'm planning to do. I got a message about the birthday competition the other day. Well, and I know Idix asked about it in the past. What I'm going to have to do, I mean, just to bring you up to speed on this, what happened was I was having my birthday competition, and it was all going swimmingly well. Then we basically got some news about my wife, and we had to she had to go for lots of tests. She's still having lots of tests, but you know, she's had MRI scans and brain scans and this, that and the other, so we're looking at what's going on there. So it sort of all got sidetracked, and I got a bit lost and everything. So what I might do is I might just draw it. In other words, the playlist of everybody that took part is still available on the channel. So if you want to go and see what people did, that's fine. But for ease of life, I might just draw it as a draw. because I'm not going to judge anybody's work, because everybody's work is fantastic. You know, it's not something that I feel qualified to do. So if I just draw it, it'll be fair. I might pick my favourite, because I know which one my favourite was straight away. But I just want to get it finalised, drawn, and the prizes off. Well, so if anybody objects, let me know. If everybody thinks it's a brilliant idea, let me know, and I'll get it done. So there you go. And finally, before I go, don't forget to sign my petition to eBay. Probably won't do anything, but you know, you have to do these things. If you sign it, share it on Facebook or Twitter or whatever it is that you use. So you get more people to sign it, because I think I've only got about 30 signatures and I need 5,000. So you know, everybody's very good at jumping up and down and shouting about things, aren't they? But not very good at doing anything about it. So I'm trying to do something about it. So that's it for this week, I think. I'll go watch Reefy's video. He has a brilliant rant in a car. I'll put a link into that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. I'm failing now to put my words together in coherent sentences, so I think it's time for me to say bye-bye. Thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you next week in another musing. I probably won't do any project updates this week, because I haven't really done that much, been working and stuff, so you know, can't do everything all the time. So I haven't progressed as far enough in the project to actually do an update. So I want to get my next update from the Napoleonics will be the British Battalion finished. So I'll get on with that. Alright, so catch you next week. Once again, thanks for watching. Oh, hello. Is that Games Workshop? Aye. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm just phoning. I understand that you're going to be releasing Space Hulk on Saturday, the 20th. Pardon? It's sold out? When did that happen? It hasn't been released yet. The internet? What's the internet? Oh, for goodness sake. Alright, thank you very much. Bye.